Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about something truly amazing that happened 2 days ago. While streaming, I went to Chinatown to visit and also eat some Chinese food. And by the time I was there, I was called by a Chinese woman who said, "Hey, come over to my restaurant. I'm going to treat you a meal." I said, "No, you don't need to treat me a meal. I'm going to pay for this meal while I'm streaming." She said, "No, you don't need to pay for this meal." I said, "No, I want to pay." She was like, "No." And we were like, "I want to pay." "No, you don't need to pay. I want to pay." That was amazing. It's actually very typical of Chinese people, always trying to make people feel welcome, isn't it? So I told my cameraman, "So let's get in chat." I've been to other Chinese restaurants, but this one was actually, this one hits different. She was like, "Okay, please, 请坐, 请坐, like sit down. And she was like, in a very energetic and polite way, "What do you want me to serve you?" And I was like, "No, ma'am, just something simple, okay? If you have there something simple, give it to me. It's okay for me." And she was like, "Wait a minute." And then she went, grabbed the food. And in 3 minutes or even 4 minutes, she was coming holding a medium-sized bowl full of 面条, they call 面条 like noodle, and 猪肉 like a pork meat and vegetable, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, "Is this spicy?" She was, "Yeah, it's spicy. But by the way, how spicy do you want it to be?" Because apparently she put a little spicy. She was asking, "How spicy do you want it to be?" I was like, "Not too spicy, just, like enough for me to get along with." She was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Is it normal for you to ask how spicy do you want it to be whenever somebody comes to grab a food?" And there was a Chinese guy by my side, which, by the way, his English is very good actually. He was like, "Okay, no, it's quite normal." What? And I was like, it's actually a very polite way. It's just a very polite way because not everyone, wants to eat spicy. So it's truly amazing whenever they ask or you hear somebody ask you how spicy you want it to be. Yeah. I was like, yeah. So you tell me in the comment section if you ever been to a Chinese. And by the way, I didn't pay, but I did an amazing job. And I'm being there next week with friends to eat a little more spicy food. I called 3 Chinese friends of mine actually, and I said, "Hey guys, 我们去这个唱点，我们下周去这唱点 like we are going to this Chinese restaurant next week." All right, they were like, "Okay, that's great. Is that good?" I said, "Hey, that's good. I'll show you." So we are going there. They serve well. They have a lot of different foods. That's truly amazing, the atmosphere in that restaurant. So shout out to this restaurant owner. So tell me in the comment section if you ever tried Chinese food, if you like it, if you ever used chopsticks, or what kind of level of spiciness have you tried while eating Chinese food. And don't forget, guys, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this post, comment, and if you're watching this video through TikTok or Instagram, follow me there as well. And we see each other in the next video. Bye-bye.